T-Bag got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but
what up, boy?
Tonight,
we got that Detroit 2 playing in the background.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I created my playbook, so I'm gonna see how this shit go.
We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
I need to get back on that shit.
This
I ain't
is
played
such
in a minute.
special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
My first time peeping to Detroit too.
The Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepare properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball is coming your way.
Taking it about the 1.
That was real. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
The 20 to the 24. Packers take over first down. Now we see the Packers coming out. Their first drive on offense, and at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
And the question swirled around Green Bay.
This Detroit is fucked.
And through the draft, did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers for Jones last week, 18 carries,
They got some
66
This is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator.
some nice
He's got a bell cow at tailback right now.
defensive formation on here that I'm definitely going to be fucking
But
with.
at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
Good hit, Campbell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down. And
well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Good shit. That tack? Good shit, tack.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on deep.
There's no romance without the pain. Just like there's no loss without some gain. Just like there's no day without a blessing. Just like no paydays without finessing. But when you hurt, you're forgiven. And all the late nights you've been wishing finally pay off and go the distance.
In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year, with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it, even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Number 21.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 11 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
That was a bad decision.
Away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
16 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
They go play action now. Ryan.
How he did that shit.
Away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000.
Yeah, but like I keep saying, they talking shit because they wanted to be. They're doing the same shit. They trashing the new 2K too. So I mean, niggas ain't never satisfied.
This is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Niggas is never satisfied.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. Ryan, that was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Niggas just ain't never satisfied.
Receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Niggas ain't never satisfied, so they gonna complain.
He completes it to Treadwell. And this play comes to a halt at the 33. And
I don't want to kick this field goal because I've been trash at this shit.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become
Yeah, not from 50 yards.
in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. This complete to Jones. And down inside the 50.
They want it to be a completely different game, man. I mean, they ain't need to change. 20 was good. They just need to make some changes. I mean, they still gonna make the changes to this one. So.
Look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
The only thing they really need to fit was goddamn was ass on the franchise.
Start to this game, they're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They done brought back split backs.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan.
Oh, come on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for it.
And the crazy thing is, bro, the same niggas that's saying it's trash is the same niggas that's gonna keep buying it. Like,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8.
Get enough.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
oh, come on.
They are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It's good,
Still got
and
that
that
bitch.
gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing
Yeah,
up the right number.
I agree with that.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
But see, they adjusted that with the ability to adjust the yardage of the flat and the pole and I forgot the name of the other shit.
47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Shouldn't have left my phone. God damn it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that was a fun one.
There you go.
Right there, a nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
I like this 3-4 formation.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff
That shit 3-4 even. That shit hard.
They just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left.
Come on.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Zakaris McKinley on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Come on.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8.
Good juke by him.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Good shit. Good defense.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They pass up the 3.
Ain't nobody finna do me in the type of way.
And the Falcons able to muster.
Ain't nobody finna do me dirty.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Falcon from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun.
Ah, shit. I should have got that one back earlier. Good shit, Hayden.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
The screens are a lot cleaner on this one.
Shy of midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. Complete to Jones.
Let's go.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Smith trying to run for it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he gets it.
Cool.
Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Youngway Koo lining up for the
CD for them. This has just been an offensive.
God damn it, bro. They to keep me to. Okay, so they got to. That's one thing they got to change. To keep me to keep freezing.
Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Isaiah
Let's go.
Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive?
Shit's crazy how my niggas look completely different now that I can change my playbook and was set up my playbook.
Coup for the extra point.
for the point after.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late.
They'll run it out.
Just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he goes out.
No, not yet. We still Madden there. We still got a whole nother half left.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
If they hurry, we'll see.
For the field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run
football
in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 28-21, the final score. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jamison Crowder, big numbers. Ford.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
What's the time?
They'll be stopped up at the 25.
This nigga.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Another carry now for Gurley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to air one out.
There wasn't nobody watching this nigga. Bro, that nigga was clean wide open.
Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play.
That nigga.
This time they go play action.
Nobody was on this nigga. How the fuck that
For a big
happened?
play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they?
Get hype, man.
Just what you described. They ran it the previous play.
I just opened the timing. Bitch.
Here I am, Miss Buffy.
God damn it.
Not Big Sean.
Come back.
I don't fuck with you. It's cause I'm from D, the other D.
I'm trying to find that.
A special place in my heart. Creative.
Oh, so all these niggas. Oh, it might have been the free safety.
Organic.
Or the strong. Yeah, the strong safety fucked it up.
Fantastic.
Oh, well, I'll remember that.
Same action. And now they step back and throw.
Oh no, they was in a
a
man.
big play for a touchdown.
So somebody
What
fucked
happens
up.
as a
Somebody got
defensive
players.
back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving.
Somebody flubbed up.
Past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Somebody just flubbed up.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
So far, my
what
record
they
is
have
1-2.
planned. Because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us.
So we need this one.
And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
Rodgers pass complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver.
Nice.
Speed to learn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jones has it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they run with Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Oh, come on.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the
decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
Oh, shit. They clicked off the niggas.
Zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Now there's a target that just about any quarterback would like to throw to. Devin Funchess, one of the big body receivers in the league who can go up and get it. Former Carolina Panther, played one game with the Indianapolis Colts in 2019 before breaking his collarbone. Excellent hands, monster target, kind of forgiving target for a quarterback. The Packers really need him to develop and give them another option on the perimeter.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Oh, this nigga sample Mike.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that's something we saw often last year. Aaron Jones finding his way into the end zone with a rushing touchdown. Had his best season on the ground in his young career. First time he was over 1,000 yards. And he tied Christian McCaffrey for the most rushing touchdowns in the league with 16. Green Bay had a balanced offense and a big-time record last year.
And still an uphill battle from here, that's for
I'm
sure.
to miss a layoff when you're in the playoffs.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Inside kick recovered by Atlanta.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All right, so that was hard.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 16. A minute 51 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, come on.
Right at the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage.
All right,
it was timed really well
down.
and popped it free from his grasp.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Ah, shit. Incomplete, baby. That should have been a pick, though.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
It's all right. It's okay. We're going to win the game anyway.
1978. I think it was in November.
Fourth down.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it'll be their first loss of the season. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week.
CR didn't have no catches. My bad, bro. I'm so sorry.
Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Do I have to do this every time? Yes. Da. Forgot all about this beat, then brought it back. Eminem?
Let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I gotta find one set. Oh. I thought they had it. Yes, I am. See, I think I done did everything in the yard for one player against the computer. Still waiting on y'all niggas. Help build y'all niggas up. Guess I can play them again, but I ain't in no rush to do that. Thought he had a plan to be before the plot. I'm taking this and we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand in the clock. Nobody irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. I'm taking this and we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand in the clock. She like the hands on the clock. I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. But they mad they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team. Who is this talking? And what are you talking about? Oh, Stevie Wonder. What was the budget for this shit? There's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car with dash. Shake a big, told them all you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say follow you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Damn, are imitating life. They just released that nigga today. Don't get much love if you want in my head. Come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Oh, he in the practice squad. Oh, okay, that's the right one. There's two niggas named Hawkins on the team right now. And one on fast, the other one ain't. Where we at? We at home or away? We at home. Oh, rise the fuck up. Alright, bitch, Sean. We gonna fuck with the gradients. See how them bitches look.
sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay.
Alright, that was cool.
Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. They, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Soundtrack so trash.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all. Because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Gurley's got the first down and then some, as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line.
Bitch don't look too bad.
Go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
23-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So
oh, and no little keeper. Oh, yeah, Brady.
Now as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 15 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they're going to have another
I thought this nigga Hurst.
Tackles made at the Panthers' 32-yard
got the speed on.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 32-yard.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses as close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
Oh, yeah.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6-yard line.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
God damn it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Down, Falcon. Julio Jones. His 4th
so the same shit work. If you call a run, they gonna play the run. You always to the pass.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Sterling Buckrichter to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the gun, Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A second down throw for Bridgewater.
Ah, shit.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 11 now. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Bridgewater now from the 50. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
7, Panthers nothing.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, a slant to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. It's complete to Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Preach, Charles.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. 27-yard line.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get
just like the instrumental.
Worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you.
I remember that the quarter's at the top.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dante Fowler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a 1st-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season. And it's finally under
good shit, that's 2 in a row. Tic-tac-toe.
Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good.
Is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 21-10, the final score. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. A.J. Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Paul Richardson, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half.
So why the Rams ain't even looked at Freeman
like that?
We'll hand
it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And some space.
There you go, Julio.
And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 25-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 49 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Another try on second down with Gurley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action now. Ryan looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, come on.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon,
there you go.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flush to his right. He'll run it. They find some open field here. No one there to help out down.
He the one doing all the running.
Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Bridgewater. He'll try and run it. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's caught by Hollister. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Carolina.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down.
At 3.
Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, DJ, if you're listening, you trying to get on with some Xenoverse?
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Definitely not from the punter. Yeet.
So
One more for the good guys.
For the Atlanta Falcons, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be the
ingredients
of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
DJ Xenoverse. Julio.
this player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes.
Thought he had a plan, but we were foil plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then spin the block around just like a hand on the clock. Without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bear in a mess. To the best, if it ain't me, you a mess. Oh, you was staring at me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't a bearing to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run down, I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the scene. So I don't need to grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a mail. You ain't even eat while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheating. Lose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Yeet. Without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the math that I'm dropping.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
The winning team go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. Shake a big to the ball.
I don't know about that one, partner.
Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
Really, I just came in it. Gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce. I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No returning tragedy. The tragic for you knew what happened. Ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic.
Oh, all right, hey. He tried up.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
You.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down.
These niggas out here dying.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear all in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it?
Oh my nigga.
Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get?
Do I want to go get my dog?
I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light ears to check my buzz. These right here to check my buzz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? Pain to a guy that's mad, said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I
I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This probably the hardest song on the soundtrack.
Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave an outline when I hit them.
Gotcha. Finna hop back on my franchise.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this.
This one should be a tough one.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's brought down
the numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 93 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
On second down, Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Following the interception, Cousins. There he goes.
Let's go.
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Cousins hands to Dalvin Cook.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Cousins now from the 50. And finds his target. It's sharp. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Cousins pass.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Cousins from the gun on third. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Vikings 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 13 carries, 95 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 5. First down, Atlanta.
Gain on the play. First down, Falcons. That's the end of the first.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Calvin Ridley. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. It's Ryan. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd
know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one to Treadwell, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down.
Ryan could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. But a really nice drive.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Alvin Cook, the ball carrier. Grady Jarrett on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Falcon, 1st down.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Mitchell Trubisky's looking good. 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. Mark Ingram, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A touchdown there for Marlon Mack. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And Gideon on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Again they run with Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball away.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Falcons 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now Ryan on 1st down. Jones has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there.
Should be beyond
Tried to
me.
force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Falcon 1st down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw again is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
The ball carried by
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
His pass caught at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Ryan will throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Caught Treadwell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Sterling Buckrichter.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Reception thrown by Cousins. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On first down, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Ryan, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Laquan Treadwell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, a 3-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Pressure play, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
There we go.
Jones, the linebacker, brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were.
That might have been a glitch. Hold on, I gotta record this shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some motherfucking pimpin' in it. Yeet, yeet. One, hold on, let's count the bounces. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bounces. But I got that bitch.
Still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Todd Gurley, the Falcons.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They spelled defense wrong.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
That looked clean as fuck.
Maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Falcons, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip. Let me feel myself a little bit. bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, I'm riding it. So much stress on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drill, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Deal, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 77 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And it's caught here, Amendola. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
The Falcons take over first.
Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
When you throw it as often as Matt Ryan does, you're going to face some pressure. And he tied for the most sacks last year with 48 as he got sacked there again. But he also led the league in completions. A little bit of feast and famine when Matt Ryan goes back into the pocket.
On third down, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Falcons, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Matt Ryan, sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
For the Falcons.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumble.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Stafford hands to carry on.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
To carry on Johnson.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Johnson on the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, that's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Lions 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This complete to Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Long attempt.
And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC South. Carolina paying a visit to New Orleans. And the Panthers are...
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now, ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
47-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They run. It's Gurley. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 7, Ryan looking for the end zone.
Ryan's pass intercepted.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He's brought down by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Down Detroit.
On first down, it's Stafford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 34. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
51-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Play action. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
29 yards.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On second down now. It's Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Lions.
Throwing here, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Ryan and the Falcons down 24-14. A little over a minute to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 38.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Stafford on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line. Today's final score, Lions.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Lions, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and